Hi everyone, this is Cassandra Watch of Investment in China. Today our topic is the once most shiny but now the most infamous Chinese real estate company, Evergrande. Let's zoom in and see how its rising and falling are deeply bound with China's overall development. Why it became both an accomplice and a victim of a specific China model. I'm going to tell this Evergrande story in a series of short videos. Forgive me, that's a super long story. Please feel free to deep dive into any of them if specific topic interests you. Okay, now let's start. Evergrande is the once biggest and now most in-debt Chinese real estate developer. During its heyday, Evergrande had 4 companies listed in Hong Kong Stock Exchange, and the market value was around 1.3 trillion Hong Kong dollar. Evergrande's founder, Hui Ka-yan, is indeed a self-made hero. Born in an extremely poor village, he fought all his way down to build up a commercial empire and being one of the richest people in China. Evergrande recently became infamous worldwide for its incredibly huge debt. In total, $300 billion of liabilities, including $20 billion of international bonds, all deemed to be in default. This latter figure in particular caught the attention of overseas media. Evergrande's debt has already become more than GDP of Finland or Morocco. In September 2021, Evergrande started to postpone or miss bond coupon payments. Later in December, Fitch Ratings announced that it has placed Evergrande to restrictive default and downgraded its rating from CCC+ to CC, emphasizing the exceptionally high credit risk. Evergrande's case is the first time that Chinese real estate companies saw default of offshore USD bond. Previously, these companies tended to prioritize overseas debts in order to preserve the global reputations. And the top global asset managers are holding quite some offshore USD bonds of Chinese real estate companies. The Asian high-yield bond fund of well-known managers like BlackRock, Fidelity, or PIMCO are usually holding around 25 to 30% weight in Chinese real estate developers. But that number is just too big to be ignored. And the fall of the big brother will make banks very nervous. They may not be willing to lend money to others. This will naturally lead to the liquidity problem of the whole industry. Massive fundraising from individuals by wealth management products indeed have very negative impact. You see those protesters gathered around Evergrande's headquarters in Guangzhou shouting, "Return our money." They were worried that this embattled real estate company will funnel their savings to salvage building projects. These investors, they're not professional, not at all, not even close. They're just grandmas and grandpas in our neighborhood. Evergrande is special because its rising and falling represents ups and downs of particular business model. Excessive debt, rapid expansion, and cheap credit. In 2022, real estate industry contributed nearly 20% of China's GDP growth. If we look at the contribution number of property development in all related industries, the number rises to 30%. Same numbers of US and UK are below 20. Today, Evergrande looks like a public enemy, but we should know it used to be a rock star company. Its business magic or business tragedy is inseparable from China's development industry. What I want to tell here is how Evergrande was born, grew up, and deteriorated. When we blame a monster, we should also think, who's feeding it all the time?